Hi.
Hello.
So we've got three viewers, so we're going to wait for a few people to join, and then
Yeah, this is as you know, I told you this is the first time I do live stream on Instagram, and for me, Instagram is a mystery, and I'm loving it because every day I learn new things.
yeah,
So this is great.
every day there's a message of I can't do this.
So how about talk to us about you a bit, Natalia?
I don't have that much. I'm the associate producer of the Flipside, which is why we're doing this live. So that's about as much as people need to know from me. I'll introduce
Yeah,
you in a second. Um, yeah, should I get started? Yeah,
yeah. Like if you yeah. You
yeah,
probably know the answer at to most of the questions, but I will try and help you for the others, right?
yeah. And people can send their questions in as
Yeah.
and I'll try and incorporate them into mine as well. So just feel free to send questions whenever you want. So
Okay.
this live is to interview Rosalie, who you're seeing with me now. Rosalie is an actress.
Hi.
She's an actress. She's a producer, and she's a director with over 10 years experience in film, in TV, and in theatre in France and the UK. So she knows a lot of things. She explored playwrights such as Moliere, Shakespeare, and Chekhov in theatre, as well as some of her own original plays, including writing and producing a one-woman show that then went on
How
tour.
did you know that? How did you know that?
I read your bio on IMDb, so so yeah, very Phoebe Waller-Bridge of her doing her one-woman show and going on tour.
Well,
Um,
thank you.
on screen, her credits expand from comedies and dramas to thriller miniseries. I've got her IMDb up now, and she was on in the BBC's 2020 adaptation of Dracula. Last year, she produced and directed her first short film, Happy Birthday, My Love. And she's back this year directing and producing The Flipside, which is a dark comedy. And it's the first time she's directing and producing an all female team. And that's why we're doing this live.
That's a challenge, believe me.
So, you want to tell us a little bit about The Flipside? What is it about?
So the flip side is a dark comedy, and it's the story of an actress at the height of her glory who finds herself locked up in a room of like a VIP room, if you want, of the film award ceremony building, and the night of the ceremony, and she will see on a screen the show being broadcast with her doppelganger, her double, coming on stage and grabbing her award and in her place, and the doppelganger will then deliver her vengeance. So it's yeah, it's I don't know. I think of it as a suspense comedy. It's kind of there's a bit of suspense. But we there it's still a comedy. Like it's not thriller for
Yeah,
now for the yeah.
for a film. So I've pinned on the top comment, you'll see the Instagram for the film. And that is also how you can find us on Facebook. So
Ah, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that people know.
Thank you for telling me that. Then I know where to find the flip side page. No,
Probably
no, that's good. That's
watching more than you. So how was the idea for the flip side born?
so so I need to be completely transparent with you, right? I need to be showing my true self. You
I
know,
know that.
like in life, you have so many things where, oh, you need to be yourself, and that's easier said than done. But to be absolutely honest, I didn't know that I was writing a short film. I first wanted to write a scene for a showreel to show that I was such a great actress that I could play both roles, like doppelgangers, and I wanted to write a little scene. So it was like it started as an idea as a 2 minute scene, and I wanted to have two different, very different characters in a small scene talking to each other. After technically, I didn't know how even I could make it, but then it started to be too light, and I thought I need to think about the backstory. I need to think who are these women? Why do they meet? How and what is their stake or their goals and everything. So I decided, okay, I need to write a bit about the backstory, and suddenly it became a short film. So it became that I needed to invest time, energy to find the team and to consider that as a short film, as a real production. Like, yeah.
And how do you after that? Because you it started out as a scene, and then you developed it into a short film, and now I know that you want to make.
When the idea was to write a scene, but
Yeah.
when I started, as soon as I started to write, I already had 5 pages, and then, oh, but I can't say that unless I explain, oh, I've got 6 pages, and then after, I had like 15 pages or something. Now it's a 10-minute short film
And I was
around.
thinking also, that you want it to be a feature film. So how did
Yeah,
you
the
go about
idea
that? How
is
did you
no,
go?
because after I had the short, I thought it's enough to tell the story in a very short, like this short format is fine. And then I thought, you know what? That's a bit too, that's too, that's a pity, So I really want to invest. I want to make a great short film. But then I thought we really need to dig, and find a real nice, like to develop more these two characters. I got attached to them in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so basic the biggest kind of pitch almost for this is that it's an all-female team. How did you approach women to join you? Because I know that you didn't know that many women in the industry after 10 years of working in it. So how did you approach them? How did you pitch the film? What's a trick to a good pitch for a film for a lot of
That
female?
was there were two things, two motivations. First was just out of the blue, like out of the blue. First, the idea that when I did my short film, and when I collaborated when I was part of any productions, they were like men were like predominant, really, like they were mostly men behind camera, and then the whole team you would count 70 to 80% men, and I know about it. It's something, and I can live with it. There's no problem. And being an actor as well, I could, I was on set, and that's fine. And then when I did my short film last year, I had 80% men, and I thought, okay, how can I change that? Because I thought it would be more like it would be nicer to have like something even, and I like a balance. And I thought, okay, then I will need to find more women, but it was just more women. And when I went to, but I didn't know any. So when I went to the different meetups and like festivals, and I reached out to them, and there are some pitch sessions that actually you come on stage and you have your microphone and you say, hey, that's my pitch. I'm looking for women collaborators and more women. I didn't say only women. And then because all these women came to me and said, hey, we're interested. Who are you? Da, da, da. We just met and we started to boil with ideas, and we thought, okay, that's great. And there was a moment where I literally had like 12 or 13 people. And I thought, okay, let's go all in, let's go all female. And also that was the first motivation, is to change a bit the fact that I was always surrounded by men. It's just like, that's perfectly fine to work with men because I've done that for years, but I thought, I was curious. I was just thinking, okay, let's meet new people,
Yeah.
new women. And the second thing was, hey, how about, I was really excited by that. How about write a story about a female revenge with an all-female team?
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be cool to show that it's kind of a paradox, like
Yeah.
you're talking about something like stab in the back, but you are actually showing
With the
that you
support.
can collaborate all together and do and produce that film. And
Yeah.
also, I don't know yet because we haven't done the film shoot, but we shot some, we had some photo shoots, and we met for storyboard. I draw the storyboards as well, so we met with the DOP and a bit of the team to start and look at the different sequences and how to cut the story and everything. And I discovered that, like, being surrounded by women, it's really, something completely different. It's not better or bad or anything. It's just different. So and I kind of like it because maybe that's a cliche what I'll say, but I don't care, I'll say it. I felt safe that there was nothing like you should behave a certain, like be a certain way, like you feel safe. There's no some on the edge compliments that you can think, oh, it's a bit macho, or it's a bit, sometimes you have that, not all the time, but here, because we're all women, we're just like, hey, play with Barbies. I'm just kidding, but we're just like all we're all working together, and yeah.
On set when we're filming, there's very little judgment, and there's very little. It's actually a very calm set that you put together.
Yeah,
So
this is calm. I mean, we laugh, but this is calm.
yeah,
There's no testosterone like, okay, this is okay. I'm gonna do.
no
I
one's
mean,
trying that
there
either.
is ego. There is ego. Sorry, says the girl who's like directing, producing, acting. Yeah,
There's
there
not.
is ego. A very healthy ego to be like I don't know, like giving the breath of fresh air or doing things together. But other than that, it's very quiet. I mean, it's very we're doing our stuff. You know, it's yeah. There's not yeah.
You just because now that you're talking about ego, I think you have another question. That is one of the downfalls of people in creative industries, and really kind of all industries, but in creative industries, yeah, a lot is kind of the fear of rejection and of not being good enough. And how do you overcome that? How do you go, right, I'm going
You
to
know,
do this?
so this is something that you have in all kind of industries.
I
It's this
know
is not
I'm
only like the
doing
yeah.
from the get.
So the fear
How
of
do you
rejection or not being good enough, it's
overcome
just
fear of
how
rejection?
do you
I know
fit
that's
in
a very difficult
society? How do you
question, but
yeah,
you have an
yeah, no, that's
answer.
fine. No, it's fine. It's just in that case, I also de-dramatize what we are doing. We are we are. I like to compare making films with making sandcastles, and the tide is coming. Pretty much, that's my idea. That we're all having fun. It's all about the entertainment. Yes, there are investment. There are sometimes people who put money and they we take risks and things like that. But at the end of the day, we're not there. Nobody's gonna die if it's the take is not perfect or any. So it's like go back to the
Yeah,
to the ground, you know, your feet on the ground, and you're thinking, okay, I'm just doing what I'm doing. And also it gets to be panicking. Like I usually I used to have like big panic attacks when I saw the tsunami, like the big wave of all the things that it meant, all the things that we had to do, and this is a big movie. And no, if you do step by step, you just do very well what you're doing right now. You do very well the storyboards. You do very well, like you concentrate on the storyboards. And then the next step, when you have a very solid, strong storyboard, you can move on to the next step. And I think cutting the whole process in mini steps is helping to have more confidence and not feeling the fear of rejection, I think.